Welcome back, friends, to the next episode of Ripe Mangoes. In tonight's episode, I'm going to talk about this new movie called Sinners. The movie is a period supernatural horror film. It's the plot revolves around the twin brothers, Smoke and Stack. They have returned from the First World War and they rob some gangs in Chicago and then come back home to Mississippi. They, along with their cousin Sammy, who's a singer musician, and they try to open a juke bar. And in doing so, they try to get all the local blues singers and invite all local people to come in so they could make some profit. But the place they they bought it from a racist guy, Hogwood, who plans to come back next morning and kill them all. And he's a part of the KKK group. And so, in doing so, there's a love interest. Stack finds out that his ex-girlfriend named Mary, she's in the town, and she confronts him that why did Stack abandon her. And then in the meantime, outside the town, there's a sunburned guy who knocks on the door of her house, and people open the house, and he tells them that he's in trouble, and he offers them money to come into their house. He tells them that he's being chased by Indians. The Indians show up later, and they tell them, have you seen a guy who's sunburned? And they warn them that do not let him in, and they leave. And then the lady that had opened the door to the natives, she goes back inside the house to find out that the guy they have let in the house has murdered her husband, and eventually he also kills the lady. So basically, these people are vampires, and they finally hear Sammy singing in the juke bar, and they're drawn to it, and they notice there are a lot of people, they can turn them into vampires. A lot of fighting ensues and all that stuff. In the end, Sammy, the musician, and Smoke, one of the twins, they survive, and he lets Sammy run away. The next morning, when Hogwood, the racist guy, comes to kill the brothers, and he's confronted by Smoke, and he kills them all, and in doing so, he also gets hit, and he also dies. So then the movie moves forward, and they show near the mid-credit scene that Stack and his girlfriend, who are vampires, they show up at a show where Sammy is performing, and they try to see him, and they have a conversation, and we find out that Stack had promised Smoke to let him go, and in doing so, he will not hurt Sammy. So that's where the movie ends, and there's another short scene after all the credits when they're done. You'll have to wait to see that scene. It's not that very important, though. So do I recommend for you to go watch this movie on a big screen? All the actors have done a great job. The movie is a little slow and a long movie, more than 2 hours long. I think you can wait till this movie becomes available on DVD and comes on the TV, unless you are a huge fan of the Michael B. Jordan, and then you can go watch this movie in a movie theater. So until next time, friends, goodbye, take care, bye-bye.